What's good, Tech family? Urban Tech Reviews, and today on the channel I'll be reviewing these Amazon floodlights by Nelly Wu. Let's check it out. Now you can get this LED floodlight on Amazon.com, and the ticket on it is $70. Oh Lord! Now this light comes in a couple different variations that you can buy it. You can get the 2-pack, which is $70. You can get the 4-pack, which is $138, or you can get the single joint, which is $36. All right, so these are Bluetooth LED floodlights, and they're 80 watts, and they say that's the equivalent of 800 watts. You see 80 watts up here, equivalent. You don't say the equivalent on here, but it's the equivalent of 800 watts, and it is IP66 waterproof, which means you can use these outside, and they are good for, you know, rain and stuff like that. Me, what I choose to use these for is for my room, to give it some ambiance. Okay, it is Bluetooth enabled. It does have a cord which plugs into an outlet, and there is no on or off switch on here. One thing to mention is if you do have an Android device, you will have to enable your location services. I don't know why they need you to enable those on Android devices, but that is something that is required to use this with in the app. Now on iOS devices, that's not required, so you don't have to enable your location services if you have an iOS device. It does have a bracket. The bracket moves, you know, up and down, so you can set it up or have it however you want to set it. You can have it. You can probably mount this somewhere too with these screws on here. You can probably mount it, and this thing is super bright. Some other features of it is controlled by an app. The app that you need to download for this light to control it is called BR Mesh, M-E-S-H. I'll put it up here so y'all can see it. All right, so it's BR Mesh, and in order to use it on an Android device, you have to allow it. You have to enable location services. For some reason, that's the only way it works. So if you do have an Android device that you're trying to connect this to or run this through, you will have to enable location services. If you run in iOS, you don't have to do that. You can just download the app. If you wanted to add a new device, there's a plus sign in the top right hand corner. You click that plus sign and you just follow the guide through to connect these to your device. Now if you previously plugged in your light before you opened up the app, your light might not show up. So what you need to do is unplug your light, plug it back in, give it like 5 seconds, plug it back in, and then your light should pop up on the app to where you can click it and then go through your settings and set it up and everything. And once you have both of your lights connected, it should look a little bit like this. So once you get this screen, you're able to do a whole bunch of things. You can click the all on to turn both lights or however many lights that you have connected. But if you want to hit all off would turn off all of your lights. If you wanted to go into scenes and you click scenes, there's different scenes that you can set, or there's different scenes that are already set, and you can change those and customize those to your likings, depending on what you want, you know, that scene to be. So if you want a little romantic scene with you and your significant other, you can set that one up. If you want, you know, a little party scene, you know, you getting down, then you can set that one up. If you want a chill, relax scene where you know, read Netflix and chill or something, you can set all of these scenes up in this app. My siren scene, which is red and blue flashing lights, and then I have a white scene, which is white flashing lights, and then I have a white scene with no flashing lights at all. So you can set up to 9 different scenes with the app. And then if you go in further and go into like the colors and stuff, you can change the colors right there. Then you can go into modes and change to all the different type of modes that they have. Like you can go, was a 3-color flash, you could do that, and then fresh. So there's a whole bunch of different kind of modes. Let me turn off that light, maybe you'll see a little better. So full color fade, you can hit that. Romantic, hit the red and green flash. And then when you hit like one of these different scenes or different modes, then you can hit this little icon at the top, the little pencil with the notepad, and you can adjust the timing settings, so or the speed of how fast they flicker. So you can speed it up if you want it to be a quick, flash like that, or if you want it to be a slower, flash. You can change all of that within the app and stuff like that. Then you have music mode. So when you have music mode, you can play music, and then when you play music, it will go off of your music that you're playing, and they'll play on there, and it'll go to the sound of your music. You also have a rhythm mode. You give it access to your microphone, and it will go off of rhythm mode. And then the last mode they have is timing, so you can go in there and set the timing to whatever time that you want, and set it up like that. You can go through all of that stuff, but a whole bunch of stuff that you can go through and that you could do with these lights. One of the cool features of these LED floodlights is that you can connect up to 64 separate lights and control them all with one app. So all you do is connect them all. They'll all be daisy chained in through the app, and then you press one button and it will control all 64 lights at one time. So you can set these up all through your house. You can set them up outside if you want to set them up outside. You can set them up all around, and it will light up whatever area that you want it to light up. They do have a decent range on them. I was able to turn these off from upstairs in my house, so like 3 floors away I was able to still turn off the light and turn it back on. One last thing before I get you guys up out of here is, if you want to share this with a family member or a friend or somebody who's staying the night or whatever like that, and you have these lights in the room, all you have to do is go into the More section on the app, and once you click the More section, you'll see Sharing the Device. So once you click Sharing the Device, you can click on both of these lights. You can click on both of them, highlight them both, and then click to share at the bottom. So then you'll get a QR code. On your QR code, then they can scan your QR code, and they'll be able to power and control your lights as well. Again, simple, easy, convenience. That's what I like. All right. So let me give you my final thoughts on these RGB or LED RGB floodlights. I think these are awesome. They're super cool, really easy to use. They'll give you a different lighting to your room. I like it because I keep it on the floor and I project it up onto my wall, so then I get that nice little ambiance to it, and then I can change it up, and then I can pair it with my Alexa. I can pair it. She about to talk, but I could pair it with her, and when I pair it with not pair it, because that's one thing that I wish it did, but I could change my lightings on that to match her lights as well. One thing, like I just mentioned, that I wish it did was being able to pair with your Alexa, and if it was able to pair with it, it would make it a lot better, because then you can control your lights with voice activation and stuff. But for the price that you're getting an awesome product, and I'm really not going to nitpick on small things like that. I've been running this light over here on my floor probably for about 12 hours now, and I can say it don't really get super hot. It don't emit a lot of heat or anything, so if you're worried about small children or something getting burned, if they're around it or something like that, just turn it off. But indoor outdoor use, in my opinion, I think it's stated for outdoor use, but I can use it indoor. I'm going to use it indoors. But solid product, and I would recommend grabbing one of these if it's something that you're in the market for. I'm going to put the link in the description if you want to grab one, so make sure y'all check out that link. But it's Urban Tech Reviews. If this video helped you in any way, or you just appreciate my content, you can let me know by clicking the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that by clicking on my logo in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If you're not following me on all my social media sites, all that information is in the description. And as always, Tech Family, we out to the next one. Stay blessed.